Here is our repercussions deck, and I'm super excited for this deck because the concept of this deck I find to be incredibly funny. So we are built around Repercussions, this super old card that just came to Arena for the first time as an enchanted tail. So it's a 3-mana enchantment that says, when a creature is dealt damage, Repercussions deals that much damage to the creature's controller. So the idea of our deck is, we are playing literally 0 creatures. So Repercussions can never hurt us because we don't have any creatures to be damaged. And we're hoping that our opponent is playing creatures. And if they do play creatures, there will be repercussions for playing those creatures. The most hilarious part of this deck, though, is if our opponent wants to beat us, all they really need to do is choose not to play creatures. We do have like one backup plan that can work in the really super late game if we run into a control deck or whatever. But in general, if we run into a creature deck and our opponent's just like, you know what, I will not play anything this game, they probably win because we can't give them any repercussions if they choose not to play any creatures. So that's the plan of the deck. We play Repercussion, and then we deal a ton of damage to our opponent's creatures. We have a ton of mass damage sweepers. Spiteful Banditry can deal a ton of damage, and it makes treasures. Burn down the house, 5 to everything. So if our opponent has 4 creatures, and we have a Repercussion, that's 5 times 4 equals 20, opponent dead. Starve Extinction, our opponent only needs a single creature. If we have Repercussion on the battlefield, we star, we hit the creature for 20 goes to our opponent's face with Repercussion. So that's the main goal of the deck. We also have a bunch of card draw. The One Ring obviously just busted and we need to draw cards. Virtue of Courage, really sneaky card draw in this deck. It gives us some early game removal with its Bone Crusher Giant bad shock mode, but then we can play it as an enchantment in the late game, and as we're repercussioning, we're also able to exile a bunch of cards, play in this turn, find our combo pieces, close out the game. So you're probably thinking, alright, this plan is cool, but look at these cards. Aren't they all really expensive? And that is true, but we have a really sneaky way to make a bunch of mana in this deck. We're actually a Leyline deck. We're mono red Leyline control. We're playing Leyline of Lightning and Leyline of Combustion. We just got this second red Leyline on Magic Arena. So the idea is we're hoping to have 2 or 3 Leylines in our opening hand, and then we can drop Nykthos. The Leylines may or may not actually do anything relevant in our deck. Leyline of Combustion is good if we get like Thought Seized or targeted. Leyline of Lightning, it does have an important role that we'll talk about in a minute, but ideally these cards are ramp effects. We put a couple Leylines into play, we play Nykthos, all of a sudden we're making a ton of mana, dropping our Repercussion, Starve Extinction, closing out the game. I mentioned the backup plan. So what happens if our opponent actually does decide to just not play creatures, period? What is our plan for that? Our plan is incredibly janky, but it's Leyline of Lightning plus Fiery Emancipation. So Leyline of Lightning is in our deck to be ramp, as we just talked about with Nykthos, but its ability is when we play a spell, we can pay 1, and it deals 1 damage to target player. Fiery Emancipation just triples up our damage. So our hope is, if we run into that control deck that plays 0 creatures, or if our opponent realizes we're trying to give them repercussions for playing creatures and decides just not to play any, we stick a Leyline of Lightning, we find a Fiery Emancipation, and then every spell we cast, we can pay 1 mana and essentially Lightning Bolt our opponent's face or Lava Spike our opponent's face. So that's the plan if our opponent chooses not to play any creatures. As far as the sideboard, a bunch of removal customization, Pithing Needle for Planeswalkers, and we could name the One Ring, although it's kind of annoying because we want our One Rings. Chandra, more card advantage for control matchups, and that is Repercussions for Historic. That's our deck for today. So let's jump into some games and see if we can hand out some repercussions to arena players for playing creatures, and let's see what people do. I'm very curious if anyone figures out the hack to beating this deck, which is essentially don't play creatures. If you don't play any creatures, there's no repercussions. You'll probably beat us. If you do play a creature, there will be repercussions, but that's kind of your fault because you played the creatures. So let's jump into some games and see how it goes. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back in a bit for the wrap up. Need some magic cards, 2 ley lines, which means if we draw Nykthos, our mana's going to be pretty good. Opponent, Blossoming Sands. Ooh, there's a One Ring. Okay. Okay. Lands? Preferably Nykthos, but we'll take any land at this point. Opponent, Plains. Prosperous Innkeeper. Opponent passes. Alright, that's neither a land nor a Nykthos. And another Prosperous Innkeeper. Well, okay, I guess our opponent gets to gain all the life. Yeah. We gotta save our Virtue of Courage for a combo piece, I think. Alright, also not a land. Okay, where's our lands? Where's our lands? We could use a few more. Opponent, forest. Collected company would be bad here. Alright, collected company, essentially. Voice of the Blessed, Scurriochelion.
No.
Well, we will kill the Scurrioch.
Top J4.
Unfortunately, though,
Dang.
if we don't draw Nykthos, we're just going to die. Because our opponent's team is going to get absolutely massive here. If we draw Nykthos, we have a chance. Because we have the repercussion in hand. And we have ways to damage our opponent's stuff. Yeah, opponent. Huge board. But we have, essentially, we need to draw Nykthos. Opponent, we just do your thing. Alright, opponent. That is not a Nykthos, and we will scoop it up. One of the things about playing this game called Magic is, you do need lands. If you don't draw lands, it goes poorly. So we're going to cut some Fiery Man's. A burn down the house, a burn down the house, and maybe we go all the Emancipations, run it like that. So this deck really wants ley lines and Nykthos. One without the other, not as good. All right, this will keep. We have one ley line and a Nykthos. We have a one ring to draw some cards. We do have a couple of sweepers if we can get to them. No repercussion though, unfortunately. That's the biggest thing we're missing at the moment is a repercussion. Opponent. Tap land. I think we actually just Spiteful Banditry for 0 because this lets us one ring next turn. Opponent. Soul Warden. Yup. And a tap land. Well, play the Nykthos, play the one ring. Hopefully the one ring can find us a repercussion. If we find a repercussion, we have the Star of Extinction in hand. Like, it's going to be good. Well, let's draw a card. That's a ley line. Sure. Gets in for 1. I mean, we can kill these two things, I think. 4, 5. Burn down the house. Well, let's one ring draw. Yeah, I think we just have to make mana. Yeah, no repercussion yet, but we can burn down the house to reset the board. Still, the Ley Line of Lightning in the late game. In the late game, it'll do things. Yeah, you can see how much differently things go when we have the Nykthos. Skyclave Apparition. Yeah, hits the one ring, sure. Ley Line of Lightning. Well, let's 1, 2. Let's make some red mana. And decline. Play a mountain past the turf.
You will know I hate them.
I won't bore you with the details, but these stars are alive.
Okay.
To Summoner's Rift. A different view. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh my god.
Death from afar. Minions have spawned.
Sasalita pala si Kha'Zix.
Oo nga.
Change is good.
Sounds like a learned person.
Learned cockroach.
Oo nga eh.
Nag-leash ba sila?
Parang hindi.
Okay.
Ah, hindi oh. Late yung soup nila.
Active na ba yung jungle changes?
An enemy has been slain.
Yan na. Gank.
Sino nag-gank? Yung Kayn? Nandiyan yung Kayn?
Sharpening my claws. My wings are restless. Ready to reap.
Gago, nabuhay.
No. Sheesh, may red buff siya. Sorry, hindi kami nakaresp. Kapal ng wave.
Level 16 Malzahar.
This world is delicious. Endless hunger. No escape. Consume.
Push mo naman, bro. Man. Mukhang nag-drake sila, no?
Yep.
Kahit ibigay mo na, na-take ko na yung kabilang side na jungle niya. Sword.
Ally has been slain.
Saan yan? Dami nila dito.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been
Hindi pa din yung game.
A summoner has disconnected.
Hello.
A summoner has reconnected.
Damn. Sorry na ano, easy lang.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
Position for ambush.
An enemy has been slain.
Ah, mali.
Bawas ka na, bawas ka na, bawas.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. Shut down. Turret plating will fall soon.
On my way. Okay, kaya na, kaya na. Okay. Yes. Ikaw, sorry.
Ward.
Fuck!
Enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Holy fuck. Tangina. Sheesh.
Liboto na naman ako ni Mallar. Anong Mallar?
Killing spree.
May ano?
Down.
I am so slow.
Wala na sa likod mo ah.
No. Oh. Oh. Medyo intense yun. Drake.
Hindi din kill. May wala
Yep.
sa
Pull ba natin dapat? Wala na siya ng ano?
kaya sinuslow ko yung Drake.
Position for ambush.
Has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Shut down. Shut down.
Ano ba na dyan?
Ready to reap.
30 seconds pa. Sayang. What is this MF doing?
You will soar.
Fuck! Is your map?
This world is delicious.
An enemy has been slain. Has been slain.
Oh no.
Consume and adapt. Pierce and skewer.
Jeez Louise.
Maybe you shouldn't be.
Oh, hindi yun. Ingat ah.
Oh my god. Kailangan ng QSS, puta na, napaw ko focus na.
Kang ina.
An enemy has been slain.
Nakapdilan. Naka-ano. Fuck.
Slain.
void.
Ang kapal.
Killing spree.
Wala HP. Ba yun? Wala akong smite? Wala akong smite? Wala akong smite?
Position for ambush.
No, mali timing ko. Bullshit.
Full na tayo.
I'll sa her.
Saan?
Sa bot.
Your team has destroyed the turret. An ally has been slain. Shut down.
What?
My wings are restless.
Heal?
Fuck.
Shut down. You have been slain.
Sheesh. Pupuk talaga ng MF. Nakakabura.
An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I will soar over them.
Oh my god.
This world is delicious.
More dito. Yung top.
Ingat, ingat. Andiyan na sila. Galing sila mid.
Kailangan natin mag-bank.
Hmm. Okay, nasa baba.
Tara.
Consume and adapt.
Break. Buhay yung kill.
Shit.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Double kill.
So, kas.
Has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Aced.
Nice.
Tikan pa tayo dun, boys.
So I think what we need to do is get down the virtue of courage to start drawing cards with this ley line. All right, let's kill this guy, Clave. I swear these ley lines, they're for mana, but sooner or later they will deal damage. We get a treasure.
Sure.
Opponent passes. Well, play the virtue of courage. Decline. Play the land. Ley line of lightning. Number 3. Decline. Hit you for 4. Okay, next turn the virtue is going to start drawing his cards with this ley line. We're in pretty good shape here, really. Opponent Temple Garden untapped. Passes. Torch the tower, no bargain. Ping ya. Now we're going to start paying so we can draw cards. Ping ya. Exile. Yes, please. Ping ya. Exile. Yes, please. Yeah, we'll go one more. Ping ya. Exile. So play the mountain. Make a bunch of Nykthos mana. Ping ya. Now the ley lines are paying off. They're finally paying off. Hit ya. Now we'll decline, I think. So we get protection. Queen Spiteful Banditry, X0. Decline. Valakut Awakening. To draw some cards. I mean, this is a pretty wild start. Get rid of the Shatter Skull Smashing. Wow, another Nykthos. There's the Coco. I mean, we're not going to die this turn. Even if our opponent goes infinite, we're not going to die. An infinite on Arena is not infinite. Because our deck can deal a lot of damage. All right, we'll pass the turn. See what our opponent can do. Untaps. So we should get to draw 3 with the One Ring. We still need a Repercussion. That's what we're missing here. Yep. Scurry Oak. Okay. Yup. So opponent's going to go infinite, but infinite is not good for our opponent. Because we have whatever number of creatures our opponent makes, we can deal that amount of damage x 20. Thanks to Repercussion. So we can't die this turn. And we actually literally do not, like, infinite does not beat us. Which is hilarious. Because for every creature our opponent makes, we get to deal that much damage. Plus. We would like to find the Repercussion. So yes, opponent's gonna do their thing. Sure. Make a bunch of squirrels. All right, we get to take a little break. I'm gonna go get a drink. Check out Bear. Opponent, how's it going over there, friend? How's it going? Most of the time, I mean, in the camp of if your opponent goes infinite, just scoop to it. But hilariously, one of the upsides of this deck is we just don't care. Infinite creature combos are not actually... Infinite creature, infinite life combos are not actually...
Nahunan tayo, sheesh.
In a weird way. Shouldn't they be growing this? Like, why is this Trellisara not triggering? I do not know what's going on.
Velvet kay Briar.
Shouldn't they be getting way more triggers? I'm so confused. Oh, I see. They don't actually... Oh, no, they have...
Yung Lilia, magandang counter nga
So
sa kanya.
Innkeeper should trigger Heliod and Trellisara. Why are we only seeing...
Nakakatakbo din kasi. Oo,
I feel like our opponent's
permakite.
doing something super weird. I mean, we literally can't die because of the One Ring. And then we have the Star of Extinction. Alright, here comes the Heliod triggers. Oh, if we draw Repercussion, it'll be so hilarious. We're gonna have a ton of mana. I mean, I guess as long as we draw something, we can draw a bunch with Leyline, so our odds of finding Repercussion are pretty high. And then we get
Shinyasu.
the most spectacular Repercussion kill. Yeah, opponent doing their thing, doing their thing. If we don't get the Repercussion kill,
God damn.
things might be sketchy, because their creatures are going to be really big. Big enough that we probably can't stop them. So we really are counting on comboing enough to find the Repercussion. Yep.
Dapat yung may knock
But I mean,
up.
we're going to have at least 20,
Pero-
30 mana-ish at a minimum with double nick those. Yeah, here comes all the Heliod triggers. Huh. How did they manage to stack it in the way they
Sabi
did?
daw.
This would be the best Repercussion of all time. About it. Alright, looks like our opponent's going to resolve this deck now, hopefully. I guess it's also possible... So Repercussion wins us the game. Another One Ring lets us run it back. Well, considering our opponent just went super infinite, I feel like we're in surprisingly good shape here. Alright, opponent, Scries, top. It's gotta be what, Coco you would leave on top? Alright, so opponent does all their stuff. Attacking doesn't matter because of the One Ring, so we get to draw with the One Ring. Brotherhood End. Another Nykthos, well, draw with the One Ring. None of this actually does it, so we will torch the tower on a squirrel. Ping ya, ping ya, ping ya. Pay the 1. Yes, draw a card. Nykthos, pay the 1. Yes, draw a card. Well, there's a One Ring. Pay the 1. Yes, draw a card. We'd rather just find Repercussion and win. So let's make some mana. Play Leyline of Combustion. Hang ya. Draw. Come on, Repercussion. We want to show that there's repercussions for comboing. Alright, ping ya, draw. Well, let's play a second Nykthos. Make a bunch of mana. I mean, this gives us a ton more looks. I don't think we Leyline this time. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the bottom. We'll keep the Nykthos for next turn, because there is a next turn. Oh, there's a Repercussion. Okay, we found it. We found it. So now we play Repercussion. Oh, this is going to be sweet. Oh, this is so good. So good. Decline. Get down a Repercussion. And then Starve Extinction. Ping ya. And this is a tiny bit of damage. 20 damage to everything. And that should do...
My first steps mark the end of this world.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
The Watchers did not anticipate my birth. It will be the
30 seconds.
Oo, ano siya, Hail of Blades. Cool tech. Alam mo, matagal ko gusto i-try Hail of Blades kay Briar.
There is a vast city growing beneath us. My city.
Show me the world. Minions have spawned.
Cheese. Here we go.
Back. Yun na yung Briar.
All life will be repentant. The void will live. My winged terror will be
Dami, di ako nag-smite.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
No.
I do not feel hatred.
An ally has been
Ow,
slain.
it.
Ang dami naman HP niyan. Kala ko naman.
Kakabalik lang ito.
I am all that is, and all that will ever be.
An ally has been slain.
My hands will pull across Runeterra, and all will fall. Let me shift your aim. Walk away. The end awaits.
Wala yung Briar, baka papunta siya. Bro, hindi na ako nag-flash.
The moment I was born. I stray deeper and deeper into your glory. I have grown beyond you. void wanted nothing. Now we simply want.
Wala na ako.
We have always watched.
Hindi ito. Hindi na makakontest ka lang.
The void desires an enemy.
Been slain. Double kill.
The void cannot go back to what it was.
Been slain.
Pungutang bot yung balar.
Sige. Need namin ng gank. Masyadong, ano, ano to? Masyadong poke yung ano.
I will use you well.
You have been slain. Shut down.
The void demands that I exist, and so I do.
May words ka.
Evolution is never gentle. All that will remain is a sea of lavender. Grant me life.
Natry ka yung Drake, keep na lang yun.
Sige lang, sige lang, sige lang.
Shut down.
Sorry, wala ako life. Oh. Damn.
An ally has been slain.
Awit yung Caitlyn.
Claimed everything.
An ally has been slain.
May word ba dito? Word.
Ingat ah. Wala akong follow up. Fuck, may red siya.
Enemy double kill.
Wow talaga, collector.
Hope is the armor of fools.
ally has been slain. Turret plating will soon fall. An ally
Ah,
has
wait.
been slain.
The light of reality fell until it did nothing.
Killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed.
Blind yun, puta. Takin naman.
From the lavender sea, reborn.
Ally has been slain. Shut down.
Nandito yung Briar.
Your turret has been destroyed.
The void is round and all. I have shown restraint.
Your turret has been destroyed. Inhibitor has been destroyed.
No escape. This world will not be forgotten. I will replace it.
Oh.
Is unstoppable. slain.
Now to unmake.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Ikaw na mag-lock na yung tower mo.
A final feast to devour the world.
Iniwan talaga yung mid, no?
Umiiwan lang ba to?
We will consume and become.
Hindi na ang puta na.
Rampage.
Not a hair out of place.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Civil to.
You all should have listened.
Your inhibitor is respawning soon.
Damn, ang bilis.
We envy the gift of existence.
Sabi natin.
We desire to exist. We crave only what was forced upon us.
Wala tayong kasama dito. Wala tayong kasama dito.
Enemy double kill.
Damn. Tinapos niya.
I mean, tayo naman talaga tayo. Next. Go next. May isa ka pa ba?
Yeah, isa pa. Pwede.
Inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected.
it. The repercussion beating the infinite combo. Like I said, no matter how many bodies our opponent makes, it doesn't really matter because the combo is gonna kill him either way. I mean, that's an example of what we want to do. That is exactly the leyline repercussion kill. Virtue with Courage pretty good in this deck too. I really like Virtue. Virtue with leyline is sweet. How's the hand looking? Do we have Nykthos and leylines, please? Ooh. All right, I mean, we're gonna keep this. It's a little sketch, no ley lines, which means ley lines are gonna be bad draws. Triple Virtue of Courage is something, though. We'll see if it's just too slow on the draw. All right, there's the Valakut Awakening. Opponent, Forest and Prosperous Innkeeper. Ooh. Opponent's off to a fast start, a scarily fast start. Hits us for 1. Yeah, there's the classic turn 2 ley line. That is the downside to playing a bunch of ley lines. Opponent, and okay. So we're gonna let them gain the life. They could use the treasures to like play a Trellisar or something. Goes attacking. Well, let's kill a Soul Warden. Dropped 18. Playing Nykthos, and yeah, I think we just gotta pass. Would love to draw one more land. That would be the best. Kyla's Reconstruction. Yeah, I think we just let this go and see what our opponent hits. We could kill the Innkeepers, but I think we'd rather see what combo pieces our opponent hits first. Voice of the Blessed Scurry Oak. Okay. So this works, because we get to Virtue of Courage, kill the Voice of the Blessed, torch the tower, kill the Scurry Oak. So opponent gets to gain a bunch of life, but we're not dead. Can we draw land for the One Ring? That would be the best. No. Ooh, all right. Spiteful Banditry is actually sweet, though. That's going to clean up the Innkeepers and get us a treasure for next turn and get red mana symbols on the battlefield. Opponent plays. Passes. Yeah, I think we One Ring. Draw with the One Ring. See if we can hit a land. We would actually love a land. All right, there's a mountain. Play the mountain past the turn. All right, all right, all right. Do you also have a Coco?
The shadows.
They do. How good is it? I mean, the right Coco hit could still beat us here. Oh, just a Trellisar. Okay. Well, that does not just beat us, so that's good news. Skyclave. Gonna go after the One Ring. All right, sure. I mean, we wanted the card drop.
Sana
But
makalabas.
Trellisar hits
Yung.
for 0. Well, 1, 2. Embereth Blaze Trellisar,
Nice
which will
this.
make us a treasure. And then we can use the
Tangin
treasure
na
to play
tap ako.
Repercussion. Which will finally turn on the Nick, though.
Oh dear.
And the Scurry Oak. Now, 1, 2. Make some mana. Burn down the house. Get a treasure. Hit you for 10 with Repercussion. Back down to 17. Passes. Virtue of Courage. Little worried about another Coco. Wow, they actually drew another Coco. Whew. All right. Opponent's definitely hitting a lot of Cocos. I will give them credit for that. They need a pretty specific hit to go infinite. Okay, that does not go infinite. Yet, at least. So if they do have Scurry Oak and go infinite, we can do the same thing. Voice of the Blessed. Yeah, the reason to leave back the token is in case our opponent can make an infinitely big creature. Well, play the land. Actually, let's go to combat. Opponent takes it. Well, all right, here we go. 1, 2, 6, 7. Star of Extinction? GG. Repercussion. There are repercussions for going infinite against us. It worked. It worked. Taking down the infinite combo deck in a pretty hilarious way. Repercussion. Seems kind of good. Sweet. We are trying to show our opponents that there are repercussions for... Well, sand is sweet. That there are repercussions for playing creatures on Magic Arena.
Papush mo sila.
I like this hand. We start with one
Malamang
line. We have a
magpo-pushing to
Nykthos.
kasi si ano to.
Repercussion can up
Olaf ba?
our
Si Olaf ba to?
devotion.
Oo,
And then
mukhang
we can get to
Olaf.
this fire
Olaf or Volibear,
emancipation,
depende kung
Elvish
sino sa kanila
Mystic,
yung
okay.
game. Hindi, baka tali yung
Land
jungle.
go.
Hindi ko alam.
Opponent untap land, and oh
Support.
my god, this is like,
Mid.
as long as we live long enough, this is like the dream matchup.
meron
We do
pala
need a
ano.
sweeper. Well, play Nykthos, play Repercussion. Oh, come on, deck. Any sweeper for the win. We are on a clock, though, with this Elvis Shepherd and the War Master. Opponent land. Coco, oh god. Oh, we might be too... Oh! Okay, just a Llanowar Elves. Opponent goes attacking. Come on, deck. Well, that does keep us from dying. I think we hold on to the Nykthos, right? Yeah, let's just play the One Ring so we don't die. Not dying sounds good.
Sheesh, volley bear nga.
Play a Mountain so we can draw some cards. We just need to hit literally any sweeper. And we hand out a lot of repercussions to these elves. Opponent tap land. Nisa. Okay. It changes things in the sense that we are definitely
Talia
dead if
support.
we don't draw something.
Talia support.
Attacks. Well, we'll draw a card. Mountain is not what we are looking for. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. We take one. Okay, another One Ring means we don't die. Draw some cards. I think that's enough. I wish we could get down the Fire Emancipation. Alright, so make red mana. Play another Nykthos. Make red mana. Spiteful Banditry. Oh, this is way enough. X5. And
Remember, you can choose. Use a cup listed right away. You can choose.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Aw, my hair's fading already, and I'm fresh out of blood.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Sorry. Old habit. Hi. We will not trade the yoke of one empire for an... Now, water.
Sinalo niya talaga lahat. No?
For food.
Minions have spawned.
Oh. What's happening? Go kill that bitch.
First blood.
Nice.
Food doesn't have to be blood? Huh.
Ano sa top yung... What? Yung brand? Hello?
Moving on 4 limbs was so much easier. For me?
Nice. May grid sila. Wala. Mali yung ginawa ng brand. Shoving tuloy yung... Ay, hindi. Okay. Papunta ko sa'yo. Sige. Nalitan mo na sa top side.
Your mouth.
Stay ko lang yung throttle. Although malamang mababangga ako dito yung Ola.
Dying really clears up the sinus.
Sa top yung ano. Papunta akong bot.
Talk about their first. Why isn't Patty on
An ally has been slain.
My stomach's louder than my mouth. Last time I licked a crop, I sneezed.
Mali ako ng sequencing. Oh my god. Ben?
Everybody wants to kill and eat, but they're all too embarrassed to do it. I'm not.
Punta ako dun.
Heard someone say they're having
Meron ba tayong
for
magawa
dinner.
dito?
And people say I'm hungry.
No tap, no tap.
Putang ina naman, wala akong smite. Putang ina. Ay.
Feel the same way everyone else does. Averagely. Nature's more out of control than I am.
An ally has been slain.
I might be a weapon, but now only I heal myself.
An enemy is unstoppable.
But you and your kid. Let's go again. Everyone's got a pillory of their own. Is not choosing a choice? Is life the hunger of death? You're so cute. I love you.
Enemy killing spree. An ally has been slain.
I can taste you. Why can't I see?
Ang ina.
I don't bring yourself from control.
Godlike. down.
Not just doesn't care if it's different, just that you're strong. And I'm strong.
Mag-ult ako sa Valley.
Ally has been slain.
Baka.
An ally has been slain.
GG.
You have been slain.
If.
Defeat.
Paano doon naman sila sa lane?
GG, GG. Sorry.
GG.
And, elves, we have some repercussions for you. This deck is so bad, but it's so brutally punishing for creature decks. It's like the best worst deck we've played in a while. Like, it's so jank. It's so jank. Mono red leyline control. It's like such a jank idea, but it's so funny. I don't even know if we need Star of Extinction this matchup, honestly. Like, our opponent's going so wide that they're always going to have enough creatures. We probably don't even need the Fiery Emancipations. Like, this is the matchup where they're just always going to have a ton of creatures. So Repercussion, we don't need to help power it up. Like, it's gonna be good enough. It's gonna be good enough against the elves. Yeah, shouldn't have played any elves, opponent. That's on you. I really want to play a game against someone who, like, loses like that in game one. It would be so funny if our opponent just refused to play an elf. Like, they're an elf deck that's the most creature heavy deck. It's a Coco deck. Their deck is like literally all creatures. It would be so funny if they're just like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Sideboard in a few extra cards and just nope out of playing creatures. It would actually, like, I guess we'd eventually get them with the ley line, probably. It would actually, like, totally diminish our game plan if they did that. Oh, and it would be so, like, 4D chess, like, next level gameplay. Did we repercussion our opponent right off of Arena? Are they just done? Too many repercussions. Only one land. I think we just mulligan. Again, only one land. Okay. Well, this will keep. Ley line to the bottom. Burn down the house to the bottom. This hand is scary. The elves might get their revenge here. We do have a virtue to kill something. There's a repercussion. That's actually not bad. Opponent, another mystic. And gets in for one. Oh, alright. Well, in that case, we're just going to kill an elf. If our opponent's missing lands, that means they probably shouldn't be able to do anything too busted here unless they top deck. Wildborn Preserver. Well, alright. There's some repercussions for you, opponent. The repercussions are coming, and we have the One Ring to draw cards. Allosaurus Shepherd. Are we growing it? You don't say Wildborn Preserver that much. I remember thinking this card would be good when it was printed, and it just never really worked out. Well, Nykthos and play the One Ring. See if we can draw into burn down the house. All right, burn down the house should be lethal if we top deck it. I think we probably have 2 turns because we're not taking any damage this turn. All right, opponent attacks. We draw a ley line. We take 0. Ouch, down to 15. We draw virtue. Well, draw with the 1 ring. So I think we 1, 2, Molten Impact, Elvish Mystic, Repercussion you, Embereth plays Elvish Mystic, and hit the Allosaurus Shepherd. Repercussion you. Play the land past the turn. Opponent's down to 1 land. Oh, okay, you're on another land. Another Allosaurus Shepherd. Opponent's at 11. Can we find a way to close this out? They do have a clock. Like, we are taking 5. We could just die to the Wildborn Beats, Molten Impact. We need something more than that. 1 ring. Draw some cards. Oh, there we go. That's a burn down the house. Burn down the house? There will be some repercussions. All right, opponent's at 1. All right, opponent. All you gotta do is not play any more creatures. That's your... Oh, opponent. No. No, there's gonna be repercussions for that, opponent. You gotta not play creatures. That's a whole gimmick. All right, opponent. Yes, they did not learn about the repercussions. And we got... I mean, kind of memeing, because there's no realistic way our opponent cannot play creatures and win. But if they could somehow, that there would be no repercussions. So yeah, shouldn't have played that Archdruid. And I mean, we'll keep this. Zerta A, that's spicy. Do not see many Zerta companion decks. I am very curious. Could be like Agatha, I guess. Soul Cauldron seems good with Zerta. We got the 1 ring, got some removals, no repercussion yet, but hopefully we find it. The funny thing about our deck is if you just don't play any creatures, you pretty much beat it. I mean, that's not exactly true. In theory, eventually we win with Leyline of Lightning, but like, really, you pretty much just like stop our plan by not doing anything. So it's kind of a deck that to some extent is you did it to yourself. Like there's repercussions for playing creatures. So if you just choose not to play creatures, there's no repercussions because our repercussions don't do anything if you don't play any creatures. So hard to feel too bad for opponents. Like if you just choose not to play creatures, you win. They don't know that that's the choice. So it's hard to make that choice when you don't know that that's what's going on. But in theory, that does take care of it. Opponent runs out the clock on mulligans. We start with a Leyline and a Valakut Awakening past the turn. Opponent, Copperline George and Delighted Halfling. Well, Valakut Awakening number 2. Go. Opponent, Copperline Gorge and Minskin Boo. That's a fast start. We get hamstered. Well, there's a mountain, and I think we actually just... This is awkward, but I think we Spiteful Banditry here. All it's going to do is kill the hamster. But we get a treasure, which guarantees that we get to burn down the house if we need it. If we don't need it, then we can 1 ring. Opponent, Dumbre, ticks up and gets in for 3 and plays a land. Well, we'll play the land. How greedy is it to wait? I think it's fine. Let's play the 1 ring. We're not going to sack our treasure, though. So this gives our opponent 1 more turn of playing stuff before we burn down the house. We still get to kill the Domri because it's only at 5. All right, well, now we get to kill a Minskin Boo, too. Oh, yeah, wow, this is going to be a very nice burn down the house. Opponent. Yeah, this burn down the house is going to get literally everything. All right. 1 ring, draw. Starve Extinction. Take a bit of damage. 1 ring, can we draw land? Ooh, apparently not. Well, burn down the house. 5 damage. Each creature, each planeswalker. So board is swept. We get a treasure. We are taking 1 ring damage, which is awkward. And we somehow drew 4 cards and missed a land last turn, which was really awkward. Still no repercussion. I mean, they can just fire up the Bivouac and hit us if they want to. We are tapped down. We do have 1 mana. Trognar. Oh, maybe this is... All right, there's an Agatha and a Trognar. And a land. Well, we take some damage. The One Ring. Well, there's all of our lands. So let's play a land, burn down the house, sweep the board again, make a treasure. Pass the turn, discard a Valakut Awakening. I mean, there is some risk of dying to the One Ring. Opponent, untap land, Agatha's Soul Cauldron, sure. And a Bivouac. Going to attack and put a counter on it. Yeah, that's fine. We can try to Virtue of Courage, but then they can just Soul Cauldron, so it doesn't actually work. So we drop to 9. We kind of need to hit a One Ring here. Or we might actually die to our own One Ring, because we dropped to 6. Ley line. Well, we're going to draw. One Ring. One Ring. Please, please. Please, please, please. Oh, no One Ring. Okay. Also no Nykthos. That is not great. We can burn down the house for tokens. Is there anything... Burn down the house for tokens might be the best bet, and then we drop to 2. The other option is Valakut Awakening. Literally everything to find a One Ring, and if we whiff, we die. Yeah, we're going to Valakut Awakening. The odds of whiffing here are so low. Like, we get to see so many cards that our odds of whiffing are basically non-existent. Like, there's no way, right? There's no way. So we put everything to the bottom. We see 11 new cards. And there's no One Ring. Okay, well, I guess we should have went the other direction. Well, I guess that was technically a greedy line. What are the chances? That is interesting. Was not expecting that to happen. I mean, yes, I guess technically we were being a little greedy. Mathematically, it was fine, right? Like, by the math. But I guess, so the problem with making tokens there is having creatures on the battlefield fizzles our repercussion combo. So we really want to avoid having creatures on the battlefield if possible. I mean, we're going to keep this. Failed by the MDFC. That is unfortunate. Now, Valakut Awakening, go. Well, the only question about this is going to be, do we hit our lands? Assuming we hit lands, this hand is very good. Yeah, let's play this untapped. Being able to Virtue of Courage seems worth it. Opponent, Copperline Eorge. Okay. Goes attacking. Well, we will kill the Ruby. And land off the top. Well, Valakut Awakening, that counts. Let's play Spiteful Banditry, X0. Valakut Awakening tapped. These treasures might be important. Opponent, Copperline Gorge. And a Domri. And ticks it up. Passes. Now let's Molten Impact the Domri. Get rid of it. Play the Mountain. Pass the Turk. Opponent, more rubies. And a Hajar. Well, let's play a Repercussion. Boy, we could use a Nykthos. A Nykthos would go a long way here. This is going to be close. The question is going to be, can our opponent kill us? Karn. Can they kill us before we combo kill them? If we draw Nykthos, I think we just go off right away. We're still one land short of casting us Burn Down the House, which is an issue. They can also sack the Hajar. The opponent gets a One Ring. Goes attacking. We draw. Do we just burn down the house here? Yeah, I think we do. Burn down the house, 5 damage to everything. The problem is, if we don't do this, they get to One Ring. They get to One Ring and we can't damage them the next turn, so it's just too risky to not do it here. Opponent plays the One Ring. We could use one of those. Opponent draws with the One Ring. And Delighted Halfling. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just play Repercussion and pass. If we can draw a way to damage these creatures, we have double Repercussion. Like, another Burn Down the House just does it. Opponent. Minskin Boo. Makes a 4/4.
Is this what people call strategy?
Hits us. Alright, this is it. This is the draw. Come on, deck. Be good. Be good. Opponent goes to 12, and it's a mountain. Oh, so close. Oh, we are trying to show arena players that there are repercussions for choosing to play creatures. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. One leyline, no Nykthos, but we got early game removal. Leyline of Combustion is normally our better leyline in the early game, and the One Ring's busted. That's our card draw. Well, they might. All right, opponent. Wow. All right. Ouch. Well, I assume they take our One Ring. We did kind of want that. Yeah, there goes the One Ring. Well, Mount and go. Blackleaf Glyphs and Thought Seizes. Well, okay. I guess we blaze your... Opponent's gonna be at 10 thanks to this leyline. Wow, they take the star. Interesting. I would have assumed they take the burn down the house because we can actually cast it in a timely manner, but Mount and go. Wow, we're like one land away from doing cool things. Being able to cast these burn down the houses would be nice. Woo! All right, we're gonna be a little greedy and play this Virtue of Courage because it works well with these devil tokens. Please don't make us discard our hand. Well, I think we're going to Devil Town, and here they come. Opponent. Fatal pushes. Ah! Okay, wait, did our opponent kill themselves? This Virtue of Courage is doing absurd work. I think we're gonna keep drawing because we want to nick those. Alright, no nick those. Pang ya, pang ya. Yeah, one more, why not? Alright, no nick those. Hit ya. And then Valakut Awakening tapped. About it. Would you like to kill the devil? Fires up the Den of the Bugbear. Wow, that was like... Yeah, let's just rub it in a little. Why win when you can win more? That was just straight up Leyline of Combustion going off. It is really good against Thought Seize effects, or at least fairly good. It hurts. It adds up. Yeah, we'll trim a little top end stuff. Bring in some early game removal. Do we need a Pithing Needle? Actually, they're probably playing Sheoldred, so maybe we should be sideboarding to kill Sheoldred. Trim. Yeah, let's just run it like that. The problem with Pithing Needle, to answer the One Ring, is we also want our One Ring. All right, let's start with a Leyline of Combustion. Apparently that card's just unbeatable. No Leyline. All of our lands get Thought Seized. I think we mulligan that. This hand could really use a Nykthos. Really. Yeah. All right. I mean, we are mono red leyline control. I wish we had 4 leylines of Combustion, but... Alright, tablet. I don't actually know if we win because of this, honestly. If we draw Nykthos, it's hilarious and probably pretty effective. Otherwise, you know, there's a Thought Seize. Opponent takes 2. Otherwise, all these leylines aren't actually doing much. Mount and go. Kroxa. Oh, gets our land. That's bad news. Well, land go. Gonna need a One Ring. But we need another land first. Okay, there. Okay, now a One Ring. We are hitting our lands, which is nice. Well, Molten Impact, can't cast that currently. Fable of the Meowbreaker, sure. Wow, there's a Nykthos too. Well, play the Nykthos. Molten Impact the Goblin. Pang ya. Alright, pass the turn. We have all the mana in the world.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. In the shadows.
Time for it, player.
Minions have spawned. No escape.
Only perfection. Oh god. We're just gonna go for it, I think.
First blood. An ally has been slain. Enemy killing.
Damn.
Enemy
Oh
rampage.
my god.
An ally has been slain.
I brought you the one true gift. I brought you. Endless hunger. Consume and adapt.
An ally has been slain. An enemy is unstoppable.
Death from afar. A different feel.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I sense worthy prey.
fall soon.
Fuck.
Shut down.
Oh my god.
An enemy is unstoppable. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. Rampage.
God.
Your team has destroyed a turret. been destroyed. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy rampage. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Your inhibitor is respawning soon. Your team has destroyed a turret.
This world is delicious.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Enemy double kill. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Defeat.
Found it, gonna do some looting. This does mean the Crocs is probably gonna be coming back pretty soon. Discard some Thought Seizes, draw some cards, plays a land. There's the Shieldred. Ugh. That's not what we wanted to draw at all. Somehow we have ended up flooding out. My worry with this hand is we were going to draw enough lands after we put 4 ley lines into play, but... oh, and a Crucius. Alright, we need a big draw here. We need a big draw right now or we're going to be dead. Found it. Doing Crucius stuff. Ugh. Yeah, now we're actually just dead. Okay. That was the weirdest draw I have ever seen. We drew a land every turn of that game. Go up one more Warcrafting, run it like that. Well, I mean, we're going to keep this. We get to start with a ley line. Not the one we really want. Sheesh. We don't have a 1 ring. Gonna Thought Seize. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get hit by a lot of discard. Let's see if our opponent knows to fear the repercussion. Takes the burn down the house. Oh, God. Oh, if we could get that down, we'd be so happy. Yeah, I expect it gets Thought Seized, but it would be sweet. Pathway. I mean, they gotta take the 1 ring, right? Yep, takes the 1 ring. Well, we'll play Nykthos and a repercussion. Pass the turn. Opponent, Sulphurous Springs and Crucius. Well, 1, 2. Make some red mana. Warcrafting the Crucius. Yeah, I mean, we're just looking for a land anyway. We can't really cast anything else, so we'll take the Valakut Awakening. Repercussion, yeah. Play the Valakut Awakening past the turn. Opponent, Sulphurous Springs. Shieldred. Alright, we need a removal spell for that. Another Nykthos. Oh no. Is Shieldred just too strong for our shenanigans? Bang ya. Play a mountain. Well, it all comes down to this. We need some sort of big removal spell. Opponent has a One Ring. Oh no. Oh no. Draws cards, gains life. Oh, we need to show Shieldred that there's repercussions, but I don't know if this hand's gonna do it. Burn down the house. I mean, that does kill Shieldred. Is that the right play? Do we just kill the Shieldred? I mean, we kind of have to, right? And then we hope we draw something else. Yeah. All right. Well, kill the Shieldred. 5-ya. Actually, the 5-ya doesn't work. Oh yeah, you still can't take damage. It doesn't target, but if you're protected, you still don't take damage. Oh, they have the One Ring and we don't. That's a big problem. I think we still have to kill Shieldred. We could try to wait, but it's just it's so bad to let our opponent untap. Gain 4, we get drained again. It's too risky. Tybalt. Okay, that's kind of busted. Takes up. Steals a Valakut Awakening. We draw a useless land. Well, okay. And they hit an Invoke Despair. Yeah, I think our death is coming. Invoke Despair. Opponent takes 2. Lightning. Opponent. Den of the Bugbear. Takes up Tybalt. Steals our Chandra that would actually been pretty good. We draw another Repercussion. Opponent. Down to 5. I mean, we just die here, right? Takes up. Valakut Awakening. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Plays our Chandra. Opponent. Wait, are they going to accidentally kill themselves? Is it possible? Fable. Do we have a chance here? We just need to draw something that damages a creature. Oh, burn down the house. No, they have Fatal Push, though. They have Fatal Push. Wait, what if we make Devils? Are we going to win this? My God, I think we're going to win this. We make Devils. Watch them have Burn or something. So if we go 5 damage, they just Fatal Push the Goblin. Because we can see the Fatal Push. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to a Devil Town. Devil Town. Orcish Bowmasters. Wow. It worked. Yes! The least likely win. We took down the best deck of the format with Repercussions, and our opponent was going off. They were going off. They had Tybalt drawing cards. They stole our Chandra. They were One Ringing, and in the end, Leyline of Combustion Repercussions comes through. Double Nykthos is a smidge awkward, but we can Valakut Awakening. We can Valakut Awakening to get rid of one of them. Opponent. Duress. All right, well, yeah, that makes sense. We do draw another one. Playing Nykthos past the turn. Passes. Well, all right, play a Mountain past the turn. Feels like a Bowmaster kind of turn. No Bowmaster. Okay.
Will you prove worthy?
Probably not.
So opponent's a straight up discard deck. Valakut Awakening. Star of Extinction, Nykthos to the bottom. Draw some new cards. Discard a Fiery Emancipation. Okay. We can just One Ring. That's a good draw. Get down the One Ring. Activate it now in case there's a Bowmasters. Wow, Virtues for literally days. I mean, One Ring's going to undo a lot of our opponent's work here, I think. All right, they can blow up the Nykthos. Not that the Nykthos was actually doing anything yet. Yeah. All right, Nykthos down. We will grab a Mountain. We do need our opponent to play a creature at some point, or it's going to be hard to give them the Repercussions. Oh, there's a Repercussion. Well, let's One Ring. If they Bowmasters, we kill it. They do not. Oh, do we want to show them? Yeah, we got to get down the Repercussion. Get down the Repercussion. Play a land. Virtue, the Davriel. How about a creature? How about a Bugler Rat? I promise it'll be fine. There will be no repercussions. Opponent's gonna Thoughtseize, sure. I mean, the One Ring is gonna undo a lot of our opponent's work. They're probably playing like Tiny Bones at least, right? Watch our opponent actually not have any creatures. That would be the saddest. I mean, if they do that, then we win with Lightline and Fiery Emancipation. So we'll get there eventually, I think. Opponent takes a Virtue. Creature. Opponent has their own One Ring. Sure. Well, we take a bit of damage. One ring draw. Ooh, there's a Nykthos. Play the Nykthos. Fiery Emancipation. Just play a creature, opponent. Just play a creature. Just play a creature. How about a creature? Yeah. All right, opponent is very much playing around. They're playing around the repercussion by not playing creatures. How about it? We're gonna need another ring at some point. We drop to 11. Star of Extinction. Now let's draw with one ring. Can we hit another one ring? All right, there's more one rings. So 3. Play another repercussion. 1, 2. Nykthos mana.
Will you prove worthy?
Keep the new one.
Probably not.
Shatter Skull is a land. I guess we draw with the one ring. Okay, Spiteful Banditry, X0. Just play a creature, opponent, please. You're gonna draw a bunch of cards. Can you draw into a creature? Opponent down to 15. Sadly, Fire Emancipation doesn't work with our opponent's one ring. Or we need to find a Leyline of Lightning. That's the other way we can win. Opponent gonna draw some cards. Liliana, not a creature. Ticks up. I mean, we have infinite lands we can discard here. Yep, discard. Oh, they're discarding our opponent's playing around it. Our opponent's playing around it. Opponent, just haphazardly run out your creatures. Liliana's Triumph. Well, we'll discard another land. Opponent passes. One ring does its thing. Well, draw with the one ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play a Virtue of Courage. Up our devotion. Play a mountain. Nykthos mana. Embereth Blaze. Play Leyline of Combustion. Another one ring. Keep the new one. I mean, now our opponent can't target us. If they target us, we'll discard a mountain. One ring does its thing. Opponent down to 6. Oh, what a world. Opponent Blast Zone. Well, that'll be a problem eventually. Well, let's draw with the one ring. There's the Leyline of Lightning. Okay, that's good. We'll discard a Star of Extinction. Oh, they have creatures. They just refuse to play them. I mean, the Leyline of Lightning should get us there. With the Fiery Emancipation, because we get triple damage. So Leyline, cast random stuff. I mean, our opponent might as well draw with the one ring. They're dead in 2 turns either way. Our opponent's best bet is probably actually to find another one ring. It is 2023 Magic after all. Opponent passes. One ring pings us. Well, let's draw with the one ring. Make a little red mana. Leyline of Lightning. Play another Nykthos. Make a little red mana. Repercussion. Well, our opponent refused to play any creatures.
The blood of the fallen will anoint me, master.
Everyone does look better in red. Well, you know what you want.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
There is much darkness around you. In you.
That is
30
my
seconds
armor.
until minions spawn.
Done. Now can we continue the bloodbath? Stainless fitted swamp with her blood.
Minions have spawned.
tackles you, I offer freedom. Neither time nor violence will end me.
First blood.
Do not question me or my motives.
Good choice. Pairs nicely with wrath and fury. Ionian, are they all as confident as you?
There is no one like me. Fear this.
I see your nightmares. Do they trouble you?
Not nightmares.
An ally has been slain.
What will be the final lesson?
An enemy has been slain.
I am no toy, King.
You possess the hubris of a more fearsome weapon.
Tell me, was it desperation that led you to me?
Audacity. Stay. This will echo this place.
But there's still so much to kill. You're making me jealous.
Here we go.
This is the part I like best.
An ally has been slain.
Teach the healing.
Shut down.
Tell me, was it desperation that led you to me?
Whom should I obey? Master Son or the farm implement with delusions of grandeur? Let there be.
I have visited beyond to bathe this realm in blood.
Talk. You'll do nothing without me.
An ally has been slain.
I learned from a young age to embrace the shadows.
An ally has been slain.
I have chosen you. You will serve me.
An ally has been slain.
The fight will continue.
Aren't I enough?
I have mastered every weapon of war. No prattling tool will prove an exception. What does Rost mean, anyway?
Obey.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Underestimate your peril.
Shut down.
Go no further.
Killing spree.
What does I alone am the remedy.
Stay, fight.
Did such foolishness lead to your next? This will very much upset the balance.
Such a serious
I have mastered every weapon of war. No prattling tool will prove an exception.
Turret plating will soon fall. Your team has destroyed the turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
Kill the god. Do not question me or my motives.
Not my first choice, but okay. There is much darkness around you. In you.
That is my honor. Fear this.
Enemy rampage. Ally has been slain.
I let you go, and you will die.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Ionians. Are they all as confident as you?
There is no like me.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain.
When the bow breaks, a champion will fall.
Your turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy killing spree.
between oblivions. Idiot. Okay. Guess I was a bad influence after all.
Killing spree.
Again! This time they die!
You have slain an enemy. Shut down. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
So that's what dying feels like. Good thing I'm immortal!
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Enemy rampage. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain. Shut down. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. You have been slain.
They refused to play any creatures, so there were no repercussions, but Leyline of Lightning. Leyline of Lightning got the job done. Opponent's playing, apparently, a discard deck. Leyline of Combustion's actually really good if we can find it. Chandra in. Maybe Pithing Needle? We'll go down like a Fire Emancipation, a Star of Extinction. Are they just gonna not play creatures? Have we finally met the opponent that'll just refuse to play creatures? I mean, if they do, then we just tip a hat to the opponent who managed to avoid the repercussions. I think they figured it out though. We haven't seen an opponent do that yet. It's the first opponent who like seemingly intentionally was just like, you know what? I am not gonna play a creature into that repercussion, and it almost worked. Thankfully, we had a 1-ring. Well, I mean, we're gonna keep this. This hand is sweet. I wish it was the other. Well, we do need one more land, kinda, don't we? I wish it was the other ley line, because the other ley line hits discard very well, but opponent swamp and passes. Mountain. Yeah, another red source would be sweet. Opponent swamp and passes. A Nykthos. I mean, worst case, we can legend rule the Nykthos if we have to. Opponent swamp passes. Ah, there's a mountain. All right, play the mountain. Nykthos. Leyline of Combustion. Leyline of Combustion is actually good against discard. So if our opponent wants to Thoughtseize us or whatever, they have to take 2. Field of Ruin. Well, there goes our Nykthos. Thankfully, we do have a second one, and our opponent has to take 2. You know what we could use now is a 1-ring. Opponent oh my god, that's a 1-ring. So, Nykthos. Make some mana. Play Repercussion. No pinging. We want to get down the 1-ring, start drawing cards. And then 1-ring. And I kind of like where we're at. Still would like our opponent to cast a creature, but what can you do about it? Untaps. It'll be fine. Alright, well, draw with a 1-ring. We probably don't need 3 ley lines of lightning. That's a lot. Alright, discard a ley line of lightning. Draw with a 1-ring. Spiteful Banditry, X0. No pinging. Play a land. Make a bunch of Nykthos mana. Actually, maybe we just do this at instant speed. Yeah, let's just pass, actually. We could kill the Liliana. On second thought, let's Virtue of Courage. Hit the Liliana. Ping the Liliana. Virtue of Courage. Hit the Liliana. No pinging. And play a Virtue of Courage. Alright, I mean, we are kind of set up to go off next turn. Our opponent would make this way easier if they played a creature, so we could repercussion them, but even if they don't, we're in a kind of sweet spot here. We're finally seeing the ley line Stonebrain. Uh-oh. Wait, what can they Stonebrain? Sure, Stonebrain, take 2. Decline. Are they going to go after Fiery Emancipation? Oh, they're going to take a ring. Okay. So opponent's on the try to kill us with the ring plan, which could work. Well, let's draw some cards. Let's make Nykthos mana. Play Valakut Awakening. Ping ya. Ping ya. Draw a card. Star of Extinction, draw a card. Repercussion. Put everything back. We gotta play Fiery Emancipation. Fiery Emancipation. Decline. Decline. Repercussion. I mean, next turn we got him in a half. Play the tap land. All right, opponent, kill us if you can, because next turn is going to be very bad for you. Wow, opponent passes. All right, so 1-ring. Draw a few cards. All right, there's the Bellmaster. No, opponent, that's not gonna work the way you want. Bring it, Bowmaster, bring it. There still were repercussions. Not in the way we envisioned. Our actual repercussion didn't do anything, but there was still repercussions for our opponent because we had Fiery Emancipation Leyline of Combustion, so our opponent targeting us for 1 damage with their Bowmaster ended up being 6 damage at their face, and we Impulse Draw 6. This deck might not be good, but boy is it fun. So what did we learn this week about repercussions? And overall record-wise, played a ton of matches with this deck. Went 6-8 overall, which actually is 6-7 because one of the losses, Arena just like hard crashed and I couldn't get back into it and timed out. So just under a 50% win rate, which makes a lot of sense because this is one of the highest risk, highest reward, highest variance decks I've played in a long time. So of course, repercussions itself is a pretty high variance card. In some matchups, it's ridiculous. We got to see like the Elves matchup is a great example. Like against Elves, we play repercussions and then play like a Burn Down the House or Brothers to Dead, and the game just ends because our opponent has so many creatures. Other matchups, it's really difficult to get it to do anything if our opponent's not playing many creatures. Although I will say, no one really figured out that they just could not play creatures and they probably win. I think there was one opponent, the discard deck, that really tried to avoid playing creatures, but everyone else was just like running out their creatures into the repercussions, and they learned that there's repercussions for playing creatures against our deck. The other way our deck is super high variance is really just the leyline plan. We got to see games where we like triple leyline Nykthos, make all the mana, win the game. We also got to see games, we had that one game where we played 4 leylines in our opening hand and then just drew lands the rest of the game, and they did literally nothing. I think Leyline of Combustion might actually be a good card though. Like taking 2 damage every time we get Thought Seized or Duress, really getting its Bowmasters every time our opponent wants to ping us for 1, they have to take 2. Leyline of Combustion